Wednesday night for my card class. I don't know if you guys saw that Monday I did a scrapbook class, or I showed you a scrapbook page, and I'm going to turn or start doing scrapbook classes on Mondays once a month. Trying to make it like a club, and I'm going to get the specifics done by next month. It's February 16th, I think, the day, and so yeah, look out for that. There's some cool things happening in Stampin' Up! As usual. Let's see. We know about the product of the month. Place a $75 order and you get the product of the month for $5. This month it's a stamp set. I will show you that when we put the camera down. The other thing is it's bonus days, which means if you purchase $50 worth of product, you get a $5 code or coupon to go ahead and use in February. And then they just put something out there, and I should have printed it off and I did not, that in the month of February, I think it's February 3rd to March 2nd, I'm not positive, I have to look up the date. There's a new Stampin', what is it called? Now I can't remember. Hold on. I will think. Hold on. Let me look. It's something, it's like I can't think of what the name of the other item it was that they used to have similar to that. It's called the Stampin', I'm reading it. It's from February 3rd through March 2nd. If you join Stampin' Up, you get this item for free. And it is, why I can't find the name of it. It's because I want to know. Stampin' Positioner, that's it. It's a tool that you put the stamp on and you flip it over and you can get the same stamp in the same position every single time. So that's coming out. It's something new. It's not for sale yet, but if you want to purchase it as of February 3rd, if you want to become a demonstrator or just a hobbyist, you can get the starter kit, and it is you'll get that for free. So that's pretty cool. But that's that's going on. We are going to be working with the Valentine Kiss dies and stamp set, and then I will be using also the embossing folder Hearts of Love, and the DSP we'll be using is Made with Love 12 by 12 DSP, and then some other things that I kind of threw in there because that's what I do. Okay, so yeah, and then I'll show you the couple other classes I have available in the coming weeks. Okay, so let me go ahead and turn it down. This set is so super cute. I love it. It's got that bear, and I don't know. I love coloring, and it's got a lot of coloring to it. So let me go ahead and put you down. Remember, you're gonna see the wall, and the ceiling, and all the good stuff until I figure out how to do this without doing this. Let's see. Oh, that didn't turn out too bad. Not bad. Okay, so this is the product of the month for January. It's called Fabulous Sayings. So there's no stamps like with pictures on it. It's all sayings. And they're sayings that we use all the time. Thank you, you're on my mind, you can do anything, hello, just a bunch of common sayings, but a couple different fonts. It's pretty cool. So if you place an order over $75, you can get that for $5. And then, like I said, bonus days are from January 6th to February 2nd. And you place a $50 order, you get $5 coupon to place an order then. during the month of February, from February 3rd to the 28th. That's when you can redeem them. You have to keep the codes. They'll send you an email with the codes, and you have to keep that so that you can get that $5 credit, and you can get as many $5 credits as you choose to. This is my schedule. We are on the 21st doing Valentine Kisses. February 11th is Hobby Haven Sweet Card class. February 16th is my first real scrapbook club. And I will give you more information with that. It took me an hour and a half to do one scrapbook layout, which is 2 12 by 12 pages. So I'm thinking, I thought I was going to do 2 12 by 12 2-page layouts, but I think that'll be way too long. That would be probably at least 3 hours. So I think I'm going to do just one. And then February 25th is Nature Walk Suite, and I'll show you these 2 card classes. I'll show you the cards from it. I don't have this made yet, the scrapbook. I have to figure it out. I think we're going to be using Valentine Kisses. I wanted to use both Valentine Kisses and Hobby Haven, but we'll see. I might be able to still, but I really want to do Valentine Kisses. Doesn't mean it's got to be a Valentine layout. I just love this set. So let me go ahead and show you this set. So the dies, let me find. These are Valentine Kisses. These bears are so super cute. So it's this, and then the dies. So really cute dies. And it doesn't have to be Valentine's using this. You can use it for birthdays or special occasions. Really cute baby card. So yeah. So these are the, should I show you? Yeah. These are the cards we're gonna make. This one is a definite Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day. Bear hugs and kisses. Then I need a birthday one. And this one's kind of a general one, like a general occasion. Bear hugs and kisses. You can use it as whatever. And the last one is a shaker card. And it doesn't, I didn't make it as anything. It's just sending lots of love your way to celebrate this special day. So I guess it could be a birthday, baby, congratulations on a baby, anniversary, you know, anything you want. So those are the cards we'll be making tonight. Let's start with this one, the Valentine's card. The paper that we're using is super, super duper cute. It's the Made with Love, and I think I showed it before, but I'll go ahead and show it again. Oops. Lots of hearts, and I love hearts. So let's see, I cut into it. It can be very Valentine's Day, but it also can be just general, because it's got stripes and polka dots. But I love this heart and this heart and lines. This one's really pretty. Little hearts, big hearts, arrows. So super cute. My husband's been gone for a week about, and my dachshund is loving the fact that he just walked in the door. He was gone for work, and she adores him, and she is just doesn't want to leave his side now. You should see it. No joke. No. It's so bratty because that was my dog. She adores him. So, oh well. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start this. It's just typical card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And you know what I did was, I did a lot of, I saved one bear to color. It's not for this card, but I did a lot of the coloring and the die cutting so that you didn't have to sit and watch me do that. So we're just going to do, let's make sure, yeah. We're going to put the DSP on the white cardstock. The other day I was having problems. I got a needle though, a pin, and put it and fix the glue so it dried. I forgot to cork it up. Can't see. Don't have my glasses on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Okay. I like mattes, so I matted it with white, and then the DSP is on top. And let's see, this is my little smorgasbord of things we'll be using, not the snowflakes. I just didn't take them off. So we'll be using this little guy. I used, what did I use? Smoky Slate, Dark and Light to color them in, along with a little pink, what did I do with my, hold on. I had a bag full of my, good question, my markers that I used for this, and now, of course, I can't find it. So, I don't know if it was bubble bath, maybe. And I love this. So then I colored it in dye, cut it out. So here's this. Here's the stamp image. Oh, actually, we'll be using this one. Same coloring though. I used the same on all of them. Let's see if I colored it and then cut it out with the die cut. So we'll be using one of those. We'll be using, Bessie. We'll be using this die cut. I die cut out of pecan pie, and this for the kissing booth. Oh, I didn't do this. I do have to cut this out though. And this I cut out of real red, so let me get a piece of that. Piece of scrap. So let me just cut that out real quick. Use that banner. We'll use this banner, and then we'll use, oops, let's see, where is it? I know I have it. The little one that it's just half. And that's a die and a stamp. It's not like I cut a teddy bear in half. See, this is the stamp. Okay. Move some things around here. Okay, so what I did was I cut the kissing booth out of pecan pie, and then I took a blending brush, which I can't find. Or actually, I can use a dot or two, and I took. What?
Is it pointed down?
Yeah. Okay. And I use pecan pie, and I just added a little bit, and I just touch the edges to give it a little dimension. And I also did these edges too, like this. There was a little more, Rob, if you wanted.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. So just like that, and I did the same thing for this. What's wrong?
It's a day. Well, no. You gotta go.
Okay. And it just gives, I'll show you. It just gives it a little, I don't know if you can see it with the camera or not, a little extra something, something. You can see it. Okay. Oh, you also have to stamp to sign, but I did not stamp Kisses across, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. If I can find it.
Do you think you're gonna get a bite this time?
Oh, there it is. So what it is it's just part of the stamp. So you can use, oh, actually, I think I'll just use my Post-it tape. And I'm going to block off everything but the kisses. There. Now don't forget to take them off once you're done, because you know what, I've done that before. So we do this and then add some Memento ink, black ink, on just the Kisses part. But don't forget to take this off so you don't leave these in big old black smudges. And then we'll go ahead and add Kisses on here. Just like stuck that. Oops. There we go. Easy peasy. And then I did cut off. I'm trying to get a white here. Okay, let me cover this up really quick. I did cut this off, and I'll show you what I did, but I'm going to go ahead and just put a bleep, because I wanted to make it different. And I'm going to take just a dot of glue here. I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and a dot of glue there. We're going to let it get sticky, but not wet. And I'll show you what we do. Let's go ahead and add these together. Just like this. And then we'll let that sit for a minute. We're going to add, let's add this one. I put the sky up on dimensionals. Pretty much everything is on dimensionals on this one. So, do that. And do I have my little ones out? I need another pack of the little. One of the big ones, I can't find them. So he's on the bottom, just like that. Okay, that should be glued enough. I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on that. The big one's down here. I'm going to add this one, this bear, so it looks like she's sitting in the little kissing booth. Let's see. Oops. Does that look? We're going to pull her over just a little bit. I wanted her a little bit to the left so I can add the sign. There we go. And the little ones, little dimensionals will go up here. And I'm going to cut one of the little ones apart, a couple of the little ones in half so I can put them along the poles of the, or whatever these are called. Just like that. Go ahead and take the backs off. Stuck. Isn't that weird? Huh. You want me to take a picture of that? It's like stuck. Interesting. I'm gonna do a new one. I can't get that off. There we go. Couple more and a half.
Ready to go bed? We'll go bed. Get tired. Should we go bed? Stop.
Gosh, you wouldn't think this would give me such problems, but for some reason it is. Gussie, stop.
Gus.
Stop. Lay down. No. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this next. No. Next to it, right about there. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side. We're gonna take our linen thread and I'm gonna make I'm gonna knot it at both ends. So I'm gonna go ahead and knot it on the one. Like that. Cut a piece. Tie it on another.
We're bed we had. We're bed.
Maybe double it here. I can't remember if I doubled it or not, so I'm gonna see what it looks like.
That's what it needs.
Just like that
Tripped on my toe.
on both sides. gonna, remember where we put those dots of glue, I'm gonna just add those knots so it looks like we knotted a piece of rope for the kissing sign. Just like that. What I didn't do is I forgot to bring out the bling. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I don't remember what I used. I could use these, but those weren't what I used. But I don't have what I used available right this second because I don't know what I did with them, so I'll use these. And I'm just going to take one and twirl this like this so it looks like it's a loop. Well, it is a loop, but put it right there. I'm going to use a glue dot to make it a little bit bigger. The sticky. I know that what I used was what I used for the class. I think the new Nature's Rock Sweet. I will. Love you.
Oh.
There we go. Oh, jeez. I guess I'll use another glue dot. Sorry, guys. I don't know why when my husband was sitting here watching, it made me nervous while I was doing this. He was eating his dinner before he... And it made me so nervous. Don't know why. Silly, right? Okay, there we go. Looks like it's nailed in, so I just tucked that in, and I did add a little bit of glue underneath just so that it didn't swing back and forth. Just like that. Hold it down for a second. And then these cute little birds, I just love them. I put one on the top. There's one with the beak pointing left, and there's one with the beak pointing right. And I'm just going to put a little dimensional just like this. And she's going to sit up here at the top. I used real red, a little cherry cobbler, and I think that's, like I said, bubble gum. But I don't know what I did with all my, I have to find them because I wanted to color a bear with you guys. And then this guy went right up here like that. So this just needs a dot of glue. This does not need a dimensional. But you know what does need a dimensional? I'll show you. Oops. Just like that. I'm going to put a dimensional under this side of the sign so that it doesn't stick up like that. Just like that. Okay, and then the banner goes on. I just cut it out. I got proof right here, and I should have put it there, but I didn't. So of course I lost my banner. Move that there. No, I just cut it out. Well, guess what? I'm gonna cut another one out. I needed two anyway, so hopefully I'll find the other one then. There we go. You know what's so cool is, okay, in this banner you can see that there's little hearts on each little banner flag, and those little itty bitty hearts come out. I haven't figured out what to do with them yet, but I did save some of them last time, but they're so itty bitty. They're so cute. Okay, so what I did was added a little glue. So this class, if you want it to get it in the mail, it's $30 plus $6 shipping. And you get everything except for the stamped images, because I cannot do that. So if you don't have the bears, you can get the bears, or you can use something else instead of, or you can place a $50 order through my GeorgineDarbro.stampinup.net store, or contact me and you would get this class for free then. So that's how it works. Okay, so after I did all that, then I went ahead and just took a piece of white cardstock and I stamped Happy Valentine's Day. Let me get that out in Memento. Used a punch to do the edges, and for the life of me I cannot find it. Story of my life, right? It's under something under this desk because I have so much stuff out. So we're just going to not use that punch right now, even though it's a fun punch to use. It gives this little little bumpy step side. I have all my punches right here, and of course it is not there, and I'm afraid to look too much, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it, and I cut it about a ½ inch, I think, wide. Give or take. But the thing is, then I went ahead and took a piece of the red, real red paper and did it about a ¼ inch. And if you purchase this, I will find the punch and take care of it so that it's so you have it also, because it looks cute with that little bumpy ribbon like on it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of real red and do about a ¼ inch. Yeah, about a ¼ inch. And then I'm going to put it on the back, just like that. Since I don't have the little ribs, those little bumps, I'm going to cut it down just a little bit on each side. The only reason I made it that big is because it needed to be for the, there we go, for the, so then I'm just going to glue it down, and I'll trim off the edges. So, for the punch, it needed to be that big. thread sticking out on one side, and then I'll trim it to make it about that same on the other. I'll just use scissors. There we go. And then this ribbon came with that other Valentine suite. It's called Bubble Bath ribbon, and it's really thin and cute. I love it. And actually what I did was I took a piece of tear and tape and I put it on the right side. Make sure it doesn't, yep, I just don't want it to get in the way of the words. And I'm just going to take a piece and wrap it just like that. Then I'm going to tie a bow and adhere it to the front. You can always tie a bow on it, but I have issues tying it, like wrapping it around and tying it. I always do better if I just do it a fake one. Look at these hearts, they're so cute. Can you see that little itty bitty heart? I'm gonna put them on here just in case I want to use them. So cute. Okay, so we'll tie it, a bow. Makes really cute bows because it's thin. And I like it. I mean, I like when they have the shiny side and the dull side. You know how they do that on the ribbons, but then you have to really think about when you're tying it. So I like that this is both the same on both sides. Because then you just tie it and not worry about it. There we go. And then I just added that bow right there. So I'm going to take a glue dot. And kind of fold it in half because it's a small bow. And add it to the bottom. Just like that. Make this prettier. There we go. And I put this on dimensionals right there. And I kind of put it on an angle. I do like it better with the little, actually that's too much of an angle, hold on. There we go. I like it better with the little, the punch, the little ribs, but that's okay. So that's the front, and then in the middle, I took a piece of white cardstock, basic white, and I did the bear hugs and kisses. What did I do? Black with the memento black. Go lay down. You went potty breathing before I started. I'm gonna put that in the middle, upper middle. And then I got real red, and I got the cutest little heart stamp. And this, I'll show you, it's 3 little hearts. mouse in here. Ah, found it. And I just did right up here in the corner of hugs, just like that. And then I took a strip of this DSP, a heart DSP, and put it at the bottom, like this. And I liked, you think I'm crazy, but I liked that it didn't go all the way across. It's actually, I planned it, so it wasn't that I didn't have enough paper. I just chose to do it that way. And I put it close to the bottom and made it even both sides. And then I took again the ribbon and made another little bow because I can't get enough of this ribbon. Sticky fingers, hold on. Use too much of that. There we go. So it's supposed to be like 40 below zero on Friday with the wind chill. A little too cold. I don't know what it's supposed to be like in your area. There we go. I wasted that. I hate when I waste it. I'll save it. Maybe I'll use it for something else. It's been cold. It's, let's see, today's Wednesday. We needed to go outside for recess yesterday in the morning because it was too cold. If it's below zero, they don't let us go out. There we go. And then I just added a glue dot again. This one I didn't fold over because it's right on the paper, so it'll work just like that. There we go. And glue it on the inside. Just like this. Hi, Kelly. Hi, G. Glad you're here. Sorry, I didn't notice you came. I haven't been looking. I put my computer closer to the ground and not up on the table because, as usual, my table is a disaster and there's no room. So, I didn't see you guys pop up. Okay, so there you go. First one done. I love these guys. They're so gosh darn cute. There we go. Okay. This one feels heavier for some reason. Oh, okay. The next one, let's do the happy birthday one. Okay, so the happy birthday one, I used 2 sets of dies that are letters because I couldn't fit the big happy birthday on it. So I used party alphabets, that's for the big, and then alphabet a la mode, and that's for the littles. And I already have them cut out. The only thing I didn't do is on the big ones, I used gray slate. Is that what it's called? Smoky slate, I think. That's what I used. And hold on, I'm looking for it. Actually, you know what? I think I used gray granite because the paper is smoky slate and I wanted to give it a little more something, you know, so you could see the difference. And I just took a dabber. One of my dabbers. I have to get more of these. That one's got too much on it. And I just took all the letters of happy and did the edges just to give it a little more dimension. Nothing perfect, just kind of haphazard. So why? That one's a little darker. I think it's this that I'm using, the dollar I'm using. P. Dab, dab, dab. You don't want too much, just a little bit. There we go. And the H. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and color bear so that, oh, if I can find my bag of blends. And I had them because I colored a bunch of stuff. And now I don't know what I did with them. One of these days I will be organized, but I don't think you guys will know what to do if I'm organized. Ah, bum, bum. So I used slate. Find it. I used dark smoky slate and light smoky slate. And I have the guy, oh, and I want to show you the pink I used. Remember, can you remember? Oh, it was Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so I have this guy right here. I'm going to move this over. I just wanted to show you how I colored him. Everybody colors different, but I just wanted to show you how I decided to do it. So I did like dark around the edge of this side, and then in his little crevice of right here in his arms, and down this way a little bit darker, I mean a little thicker, not so little, just like that, and some underneath his arms, his folded arms, and then a little bit here, a little bit on his little snoot or whatever you want to call that. And he could have been a brown bear. He could have been a white bear. I just chose gray just because I like gray. I like brown though too. And now we're just going to take the light color. And use the other side. And blend that in. I think my slate is leaving me. I have to get a new one. Right, or open a new one. I think I got a new one when they had that sale. But the tip, the other side's okay, but this tip is getting really mangy. And it's making that noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. You always know that that's starting to run out when it makes that noise. His little feet. Okay. And I like when it has like, see how there's lighter here and light here? That's the blending. I like that. Not every, I mean, you just do you though. If you don't like that, then you don't do that. Then I went back and did a little bit more of the dark. And one more time. And sometimes I get in trouble by doing it this many times because then it bleeds through. You know, over the lines, over the stamped image. Okay, and then I just used this for the inside of the ears. Just like that. Easy peasy. And then I die cut them out using the die. And I got this little guy. So when I die cut it out, this is what we get. And this is what's so cool. I love this. See how it cut out? So then we can put something in. So for this happy birthday one, I put a heart. I'll show you. Oh no, I didn't. I'm sorry. I did flowers, and I do have flowers here. I just gotta find them. I cut them out earlier. There they are. See? And so you just put them in and then poke them out the bottom. Sometimes you gotta put them from the top to bottom, depending if it's a bigger thing. Trying to see. I think I did. So I went from the bottom into the top. There, like that. Ta-da! Isn't he cute? He's so cute. Okay, so let's go ahead. This piece of paper is from the DSP. And I love this. You can use any of the papers, obviously. You can use that side. I just like this side. I think it's super cute. And I put it on. I thought I cut two. I'm gonna have to cut another white. And it's not a, oh, I will cut another white. So we add this to our mat. Okay, and when I was making this, I really thought that this happy would have fit across. I'm such a dork. But obviously it didn't, so I had to kind of stagger it with one up, one down, one up, one down, and I kind of overlapped them. Am I in the camera? Hold on, let me move this out of the way. So this one is going to go on dimensionals. This one is not. See how I'm overlapping? This one will go on dimensionals. This one will not. And then this one will go on dimensionals. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. And I'm not going to push down hard on these yet because I want to make sure I get them correctly. Because we have to glue down the other one. Does that make sense? Actually, let me put one in the middle. I'm going to put a little one. a little bit lower and under the H, just like that. There we go. Then I'm going to do the P, add some dimensionals. And again, tear them off, but not push down really hard because I got to put the other P underneath it. Right about there. Add glue to my P. Put that one under it. Oops, my finger spazzed there. Just like that. And then take the Y on dimensionals. These dimensionals fit perfect on these. And then put that up here. Just like that. Oh, it hung over a little bit. Hold on. Just a little bit more over. There. Okay, now we push it down. Okay, then we have to do the birthday. And these are out of the a la mode alphabet. As if happy didn't fit, birthday definitely would not fit. See if I have all of them. Hopefully I have all of them. I'm going to go ahead and put them down how I think. And then we'll glue them down. They don't have to be perfect this time, but I have to find the T and the H. Of course I can't find it. Why would I be able to find all the things that I already cut out, right? There's the T. I don't have the H or the Y. Well, I guess I'll cut out another H and Y, even though I know I cut it. Okay, well, okay, do it really quick. I have them right here. H and Y. It's my A. Grab a piece of paper. is I cut these out. That's how it usually works. Okay. Oop, I just dropped it. There it is. Okay, let's try this again. Put those back so I don't lose them. Okay. They're probably stuck to something. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit, oops, a little glue and go from there. Wasted enough time. Okay. B. It's really not this hard. They do have that adhesive, like paper that you can use. I have not used it. I just add glue, but you put it on the back, and then you don't have to sit and glue each piece. It's like the dimensionals have that backing on them. You pull it off, and then you don't have to. You just die cut the paper and that. I've seen it used, but I have not used it myself. Because this is time consuming. I mean, I don't mind it. Almost put birthday. That would not have been good. There we go. Oops. Almost done. This is boring, I'm sorry. If you purchase this class, I will cut all these out for you. You will have to glue them down, obviously, but I will cut them, the dies. I would recommend getting these dies though. These dies are awesome. Both sets, like just in case, like I did, like a small set and a big set. The party die ones though are my favorite. I keep forgetting about the banners. You know how we have the party banners? I really need to use those more. Even just on cards. You don't have to make a banner for them. I have to remember that. Maybe next month I will make a card with the banners. Okay, then we add this guy. So the Y is sticking up, so we don't need to put a dimensional on his head, or her head, whichever you want, but we do need to put them on their legs, their bottom half. And then I put one here so that the flowers don't fall out. I don't think they would, but just in case. I think I'll put some small ones up here. Like that. And that. So that one's not even just popping it up, it's also holding the flowers in place. I don't think they'd fall out, but just in case. So, put a touch of glue right there. My stomach is growling for some reason. Definitely not hungry. And then we're going to put him right there. Making sure that he's not sticking over the side. I have more birds. I'm going to take a bird. And he had a dimensional, one of the little ones. They fit perfectly on these birds. Put them on top of the T, just like that. So these little hearts right here are from this loose Valentine assortment. And I just added some here and there. There, I put one here, put one down here, here, and here. I think that's it. Okay. Oops. There. And I just used all the colors. There. We're going to use these for the shakers too. The shaker card we're going to make tonight. There. And, oops, I'll wait one. Right there. Okay. And that's going to get glued onto the card base, which I probably should have done a long time ago. I'll burnish this. I'm just going to add it here. Would have been easier to do it first and then put all this stuff on it, but my brain did not think of that. There we go. And then on the inside, let me cut a piece of white. I thought I did, but it's not. About 4. And I stamped. Let me close these up before I skull them all over here. We'll use those again. Sending lots of love your way to celebrate this special day. So, I mean, that saying can be for a birthday. It could be for, like I said, it could be having a baby. It could be congratulations. You know, you achieve something. It could be pretty much anything, right? Doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. It could be anniversary, your special day, wedding. Okay, and I used, I think, memento. Oops. Yes. I used memento. So just put that in the center. A little higher up than the center. Usually I don't like the small fonts, but I really like this one. I think it's super cute. And then, what did I do? I took this piece and put it down here. And then there's a heart die. I just saw a heart. It was in the card. I should not have another class until I can get myself clean. Here it is. Found it. My table and everything. Okay, so just took a strip of paper, the same that's on the front, and put it at the bottom. Just like that. And this is that white velvet. Came out around Christmas time. It came in red, green, and white. And I just added it right there. And put it on the inside. I don't think I matted it. No. I don't remember if I matted it or not. There we go. Card number 2 done. I really like this one. Makes me smile. Okay, card number 3. So for card number 3, I used the Sunflower 3D embossing folder. I haven't used it yet, and I wanted to use it so bad, so I thought I'm going to use it for this. And this is what I did. I didn't really do much of anything. I didn't color over it. All I did was run it through. So we're going to go ahead, take this out. Oh, did I only do 1 heart? I thought I did 2 red hearts. Pretty sure I did 2. Well, I know I did 2. I think I put it in the wrong one. Oh no, this one I did. That's why I did do 2, but I need 3. Okay, I'll do another heart when it's time. So we're going to take one of the basic beige, and I'm going to go ahead and run it through the Sunflower 3D embossing folder. It's such a pretty folder. I'm going to use it more. I just haven't used it with anything. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and press that. Really quick down here, remember when you're putting it through, you only need the main plate, the folder, and make sure that the end that's open is the last thing going through, and then the dark gray plate, number 4. It is so pretty. I just love it. So, and then I put tear and tape because we wrapped linen thread, do I have a mouse in my pocket? I wrapped linen thread around and then tied a double knot. So I started over here, and I could cut it each time, but I don't know. I guess I'm lazy. And I don't have that many customers who purchase my classes, so I'm not wasting it too much, if that makes sense, because I'm not doing it too much and mailing it out too much. So I just did it like that. Maybe if I had, you know, the customers, tons of them, and I needed to really think about what I was, you know, doing it the correct way, so I was making money, more money off of it, I would cut it and not wrap it. Does that make sense? Okay, so then, see how I just overlapped them, 3 on one side, 3 on the other, and then crossed in the center. And then I just took some and I doubled it and made a bow. So there might be an easier way to do it. I do have a bow maker, and I never ever use it for some reason. I should, but I don't. And I left the pieces long. I like, hold on. What did I do? Here it is. Nope, wrong one. Hold on. There we go. And, you know, the things that hang down part, I like them longs on this one, so I left them long. One side's a little longer than the other, so I'll trim it to get a little bit more even, like that. And then I pulled the bow part so that you could see that it was double. Okay, so then I took one of my bears that I already have. Let's see, where'd it go? Here it is. And I took the heart and I put it in his arms and pushed it up through. Maybe. I'm having problems. Don't know why. There we go. So that he's hugging the heart. I just think that's so cute, the way they did that. There we go. Ta-da. And then I put dimensionals on him. Again, I put one on the heart right there. I did put it on the head this time because I have no other area. I didn't put it on the, I don't think I put it on the feet. I think we're okay. And I'm going to take those off. I'm going to put it right about there. And I lost my bow. Ah, found it. I'm going to take my bow and put it right there with a glue dot. Right there. There we go. And we're going to use one of the birds. Doesn't matter which one. I'm just going to grab one and put a dimensional on it. One of the little ones. There we go. And add it to the top of his head. Ta-da! We'll glue this down. And because this is so bumpy, it might need quite a bit of glue, just to be safe. And I'm going to put it on pecan pie mat. Just like that. crumb cake card. Just like that. Okay, the inside I added this to this, but I'm going to stamp it first in pecan pie, and I'm going to stamp bear hugs and kisses. I think that's what it is. Yeah, bear hugs and kisses. And I'm going to do it to the right corner, but enough room. Actually, let's glue these guys down first. So this goes down here. And then I have to do another heart. I'm going to take the heart out of my other card that I did. And it's going to go behind his head like that. And the little bird, but the little bird will do last. Scoot that over. Okay, so we're going to add a little glue to our bear and to our heart. Right about there. A heart under his ear. Okay, now I can go ahead and stamp hugs and kisses in pecan pie. I'm going to do it right about here. Like that. And then XOXO, there's a really cute XOXO on this too, I'll show you. Just like the heart, the little itty bitty hearts, there's a couldn't find it, it's so small. Put that on the other side of the bear. Right there. See, isn't that so cute? And then we're going to put the bird on top of that. The bird, the bird. Take another bird. I think this one I'm going to have him facing the bear. And he doesn't get popped up. He's just going to get a little glue. Right there. Okay, that. There. And then that is going to get glued on. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope. Just like that. And in goes. This one's so simple, yet I think it's one of my favorites on this set. That makes me feel better because I can never keep clean. When I craft, it's a disaster. I don't know how people do it and keep it so tidy. I want to be that person, but I just can't. There we go. Card number 3. The last one is the shaker. So much fun. I'm going to have to die cut one more heart really quick because I took one heart from this and I need 3 of them. So let me do that really quick. I use that velvet paper again. It's just a really small amount, so let me find my dies. I would be embarrassed if I zoomed out and you saw this desk because, or this table, because it is ridiculous. Like, I think Christine would probably have a heart attack if she saw it. But I don't know. I just can't keep it organized. I'm gonna try really hard tomorrow to organize it. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, no. I'll drop it. Gus, go lay down. Go lay down. Oh, here it is. Okay. I've got it. So, let's start here. Put this away so I don't lose it. Okay. So I'm going to, first thing I'm going to do is just glue this together. I love this paper. It's so pretty, I think. I love hearts. So we're going to go ahead and glue this to the mat, the white mat. For some reason, can't get it to go on straight. There we go. And that's going to go right on the card front. Do that. Okay, so this piece I'm going to go ahead and make the same size as this. So it does not have to be perfect because it's going to be hidden behind this. And I'm going to go ahead and emboss this with that heart embossing folder. This one, Hearts of Love. And just gonna place it there. I'm gonna do real quick. Aw. See what happens when your desk is a disaster? Everything fell on my head. Thank goodness it was light. That's good. I'll use that saying too. I work big too. son just took my dog out, and usually when you take my dog out, he barks when he comes in to get for a biscuit, and he did good. Thank you. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. You have to put the plastic down first. And again, I'm gonna cut it the same as this. So it's like this. It can be a little bit smaller too, it doesn't really matter. And this is, I'm going to use tear and tape. I like tear and tape just because it doesn't make as much of a mess when it comes to the plastic. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and use tear and tape around the edges. So he went outside to go potty, and now he's going to drink a bunch of water so he can refill himself. Can you hear him licking in the back? Drinking in the back? And we want to make sure that it's closed up. And really stuck down. One more. Okay, just burnish it. And then we're just going to put the plastic down. This plastic is just what I got. I use the stuff that's in the stamp sets. I know you can buy some, but I just use that. There we go. Cut perfect, so I'm just going to trim that off. Okay, now I have these, can't remember what these are called, but they're the strips that are like thin mentals, but they're strips. And you just want to make them so that they're even with the opening. I'll show you what I mean when I pick it up. And you're going to do the same thing that you did with the tear and tape. You just put it around the edge. This you have to make sure that it's close to the edge and there's no opening so that the stuff that you put in for the shaker comes out of it. Can you hear that noise? That's I have a ice cube maker because our freezer doesn't have one, and I hate making ice cubes in the freezer for some reason. I always feel like I always get the last of it, so like everybody uses them and then all of a sudden there isn't any. So I have a countertop ice cube maker, and it is the best thing ever. But you can hear it. Oh no. I bet that was fun. What kind of puppy? Okay. I almost put this down without putting anything in. So we're gonna put these in. I didn't put the envelopes in. I don't know why, I just didn't. I just liked it. But maybe I'll put it in this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this one. And I kind of put a lot, but don't put too many, because then if you put too many, then they're not gonna shape, right? So, and then I take the embossed heart and lay it over the top. Don't push down too hard so you can make sure that you have it correctly. Yep. I will trim this, because it doesn't matter what this looks like, right? Because it's underneath. I'm going to trim this because it was sticking out just a little bit on that side. There we go. I guess those envelopes are super cute. Okay, and then I'm just going to glue this down. Easy peasy, right? Always looks so much harder. You know what I forgot to tell you to do, but we can do it now. Hold on. It's easier if you do it before you glue everything down. But I took, hold on. It's easier because I put this in, but on this you can tell I took a blending brush or a dauber and took pecan pie and around the edges and around the center. I'm not going to do it on this one because then it'll get on here, I think. So I'm just going to let it be. Okay, now we get to decorate it. I have 3 balloons. Here they are. And I use the twine again. And you're gonna think I'm crazy, but this is what I did. I took the twine, tied a knot, and I really wanted it to look like, you know how the balloons have the tie at the bottom. So double knotted it. Because one knot never seems to be big enough. Aww. His name is Jerry. He's still in the destroying things face, especially my face. I have 2 long dogs. I have a basset hound named Gus, and I have a dachshund, miniature dachshund named Hazel. So that's why my name is 2 long dogs and a stamper. Gus is 10 and Hazel's 4. Okay, so then I took that little knot. I'm going to take a little piece of tear and tape and put it on at the bottom of the heart, each of the hearts. One more piece, and 3. And then I trim this off. And I took my Take or Pick tool and I frayed that bottom part. You know how I just pulled it apart. So it's not so perfect like that. And I probably shouldn't be doing this because is anybody ever going to notice that I did this? But I just wanted to. So that it looks like the knot of the balloon. Does that make sense? And then I took just a piece and put it on the top so that it was the balloon string. And just made sure that they overlapped. Ta-da! And I did that on all three of them. So there's one. So I'm going to double knot it again. When I say double knot, I'm doing a knot and then putting a knot right back over that same knot, just to make the knot a little more prominent. Two. Cut that off. Do it one more time. And then I made the lengths of the balloons different so that we can stagger them on the card. Are we back? Vic, every time Mom calls, that's what happens. So I think I'm back now. I don't know why, but when she calls or somebody calls, it makes it do that. Makes it go away. I don't know why. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, almost done. If you want to, just tell her either I'll talk to her tomorrow, or she can call me in about 20 minutes. My sister's watching too, so you guys know that I'm not talking to I am talking to myself, but my mom called and yeah, she can call me like at probably like 9:15, or she can just wait till tomorrow and I'll talk to her tomorrow. That would be okay too. Okay, whew. Now, I need to make another banner. Really quick. For some reason I forgot to make all these banners. Not all these, there's only two, but thanks, babe. My sister and I, this Sunday, are leaving to go to Universal Studios in Orlando with for 2 days. So we're leaving Wednesday, gonna be there, no, leaving Sunday, gonna be there Monday, Tuesday, and we'll be back on Wednesday. We're kind of excited. We don't really like the rides or anything, but we love the Harry Potter stuff. We love to go and look at all the stuff, Harry Potter. So I am a little worried about the weather, just because not the weather here, but going south, Florida's fine, but I guess there's snow and stuff, crazy stuff going on south of here, or like in Tennessee and Georgia and stuff, and that means that we have to fly through it. And I'm not a good flyer. My sister loves flying. Okay, now we can add our little bear again. And this one I added a, thought I had another one. I might have to cut them out. Okay, I have one, I just have to cut them out really quick. Maybe. I added a teddy bear in his arms. Here's the little teddy bear. So cute. I love cute stamp sets or nature stamp sets. Those are my criteria, I think. Those are my favorite. Oh, this guy doesn't have pink ears. Sorry, I'll use him next time. Oh, it's so cold. We've been there before, but we haven't been to the new Epic one. And we're huge Harry Potter fans. Specifically me. I mean, she loves Harry Potter too. She hasn't read the books, but she's seen all the movies. I've read the books like, I couldn't even count how many times I've read the books. I had to do him over because I'm talking. I've been listening to stories more than reading stories lately, just because like when I do barn work, I also, I listen to books, and when I do barn work, I listen to all the Harry Potters, but I've probably read and listened to them at least 5 or 6 times. I don't know, I just love them. Okay, this one's better. Okay, let's add the little teddy bear. Put him through again. I want one arm to go through, one arm not, because then it kind of keeps him in place. There we go. And then it doesn't cover up all her face. There we go. So we're gonna put on dimensionals again, even though, wait, I don't think I did actually. Oh, I did. But I don't think I'm going to, because then that makes it even more bulky. So I'm just going to add some glue. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I know each book gets better and better, I think. They're one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite series. Okay, so now I'm going to add the balloons. Let's see, we'll do the red one first. And you kind of just got to play with them and where you want to put them. I am going to put a dimensional on the book. And how you want to put them in his arms. What do I do with my dimensionals? So I use little ones. The books are so much better than the movies. I'm going to put this one first, right about there, and I'm going to put this through, if I can get it to go. Knew I couldn't do it. Okay. And you don't want them in his face, so you just gotta play with the strings. I even wrapped it around his ear a little bit. There we go. And then take the white one. Add just a little glue on this side. And attach it to the red balloon. I'm going to do the same thing and shove the string under. One more, and then the red one I'm going to put all the way at the top. Anyone see the red one? Oh, here it is. Probably should have done the red one at the bottom, because I made the red string the smallest. That's okay. We'll pretend. We'll hide that string. This stamp set is the Valentine Kisses. It's got die set also with it. You know, you can bundle it with the dies. Yeah, I love this stamp set. I love this little bear. So super cute. This one I'm just going to tuck under because I didn't make the string long enough. Just going to pretend that it goes down in his arms. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, but we have to add our buds. Tuck it behind his ear. There we go. And then I trimmed these and then flayed them also. I'll show you this set, one sec. Okay. And then we have two birds. One on his foot and one up here. So, a little glue here. And then up here. What did I do inside? Oh, okay. Did I cut the white paper for this too? I don't know what my problem was. I thought I did. Let me cut this really quick. And I use that same saying because I thought it was pretty general that you can use it for pretty much any card you want to use. And that's this one. You know what? The only one I didn't use is giving you a big smooch. I should have done that on the one with the kissing booth. I don't know why I didn't. Guess I didn't read it very well. And I went ahead and used black, and then I used those cards. I used Memento. Put it right in the middle, or, you know, in the middle, upper top. Middle of the card, middle side to side, and a little further up on top. And then I took real red and used those hearts again. And I put 2, 3 here. And then, oh, I did it the other way, but that's okay. 3 here. And then I just put a strip of paper down at the bottom. And that paper is right here. Let me close this up. Oops. And I just mat this on real red. Let me make sure this is correct. Four and 1/8 by 5 3/8. There you go. And this goes on the inside. And we are done. Oops. Almost put it on, tried to put it on the one that already had it inside. Okay. So that was the last card. That was number 4, number 3, number 2, and the first card. There we go. This was the stamp set. I'll show you. It's called Valentine Kisses, and it is super cute. It really doesn't have to be Valentine's, so obviously I only did one actual Valentine's card. The others, I didn't put Valentine on it, and they could be anything. And then these are the dies. So they're Valentine Kisses dies and Valentine Kisses for stamp set, but they come as a bundle too. So this is this week's class. The next class is, hold on, I'm grabbing them. One, two, three, 4. Hobby Haven. So this is my next class. Oops. And then this one. And then that one is, let's see. If I could find my papers. Hobby Haven is on February 11th. And then February 16th is my scrapbook club. Using Valentine Kisses, using this, and possibly the Hobby Haven. I've got to make it. I have not made it yet. I'm going to try to do it in the next day or 2 so I can get it out there. And then Nature Walk Suite is on February 25th. I love this set. The stamp set and dies are so pretty. So it's this. I don't know why I like it, but I do. I love the colors. I love the nature. I love the fonts. Oh, I gotta do the inside of that one. I keep saying that and I keep forgetting. This one's 3D. And then on the back, you make your little message. And then this one. So that's it. Well, I do I do my classes online, like I'm doing right now. So this would be considered a class. And if you want an in-person class, you can contact. We can set something up. I don't have anybody that wants in-person classes yet. I have a church that we're doing an in-person class. And that's February, what is it, 6th. But, yeah, I mean, all these classes are available in person. It's just that I haven't had an in-person class. I haven't had people who wanted them. So if you want this class online, if you want this sent to you, it's $30 for the class with $6 shipping, or $50 order and you get the class for free. And you get everything except for the stamps, because we can't stamp images and send them to you, but I will die cut everything out and cut everything, and you'll get all the things to make these cards besides the stamp set. Does that make sense? So I would love to do an in-person class, but I don't have the clients yet to do it. That's what I'm working on. So let me go ahead and turn you around so I can talk to you and see you that way. So remember, I have to click. So you're going to see my ceiling. Turn you around. There we go. Hello. There we go. I'm pretty excited because I did what did I do? I did a farmer's market kind of craft fair type thing last summer in August at a church near me. And they said that they wanted to do a class, but it was too busy by the time they wanted to get it together. It was like Thanksgiving and Christmas. And she said she'd contact me right after the holidays, and she did. I was so excited. So I'm doing an in-person class. We're going to do a kit class where we're going to make 2 kit cards, and then out of the kit, like what the kit says, and then I made a card that is with the kit products but changed it up so they could see that what you can do and add a little bit more here and there, like jazz it up a little bit. So they'll be doing three cards. Yeah, and I'm hoping it's going to turn into something like a monthly class or every couple months, something. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But if you're interested in a class, you can reach me at any of my information. If you're interested in any of the classes that I have, or to have one in person, I should have showed you this. Do you have a link or a blog where I can find the information you just shared about the online classes? Yes, you can reach out. You can you know what? I should put that church class on my Stampin' Up. You can reach me at georginedarbrough.stampinup.net. You can see my classes. There's a calendar on there. Or you can email me your email, and I can send you my class list and everything and all the information that I have out there for the classes coming up. My email is Georgies, Georgies, 2longdogs@gmail.com. Or you can text me at 262-812-3841. Or message me on my Facebook, Georgie's 2 Long Dogs and a Stamper. That's my Facebook page too. All those things. Yeah, the class at the church is February 6th at 3 o'clock. I'm off that Friday because we have parent-teacher conferences on the Thursday. So we set it up. Perfect. Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I'm trying to think. I won't be back online with a class until February 11th. That seems like a long time. So I might pop in and do something else. Maybe I'll show you if I can get my scrapbook pages done for February 16th. I'll show you those and go from there. And just look for some emails and some messages. Send me on Facebook. See what's going on, because there's a lot of fun and exciting things going on right now. Okay? Thank you so much for coming and seeing me. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay warm. It is cold in this area if you're out in this area. Let's make hearts happy, one crafty creation at a time. I always wanted that to be kind of my slogan, and I always forgot it. Like I would try to say it and it wouldn't come out correct, and I did it right that time. So thank you so much. Take care. Have a great day, great week, whatever you want. Bye.